Hello, everyone, and welcome to AMC Lawsuits and Justice, Project Popcorn the Scheme. My name is Ethan, or Etan, and today we're publishing video number 21 in the Daniel Meyer Transmittal Affidavit series. Today is February 20th, 2026, 4:39 a.m., and let's begin. So what we're looking at here is the chart of APE, and this is from Thinkorswim, and to the far left, the first bar is when APE launched. And if you watched the previous video, or if you don't recall, APE was launched on August 22nd, 2022, and it opened up at 695, rallied a little bit, and then came in, closed at 6. And what we discussed in the previous video, and I don't know how many people knew, but we got this information during the settlement hearing, during the class action lawsuits, during the settlement hearing that was on for June 29th and 30th of 2023, when there were oral arguments, and one of the attorneys representing AMC, representing the class, made the disclosure that 15% of those who held AMC, they were forced to sell APE, specifically institutions, because they couldn't hold a derivative of AMC. So when I spoke about in the previous video, I just wanted to disclose how I got that information. So 78 million shares of APE were forced to be sold because institutions could not hold APE, and that caused the sell-off. And the AMC board knew about this, and they rationalized that, oh, there's gonna be a short covering rally because you have to get the APE and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, obviously we see what happens in hindsight. APE just went down, and that was because the initial sell-off of 78 million shares of APE. So let's just look at it. I'm going to move my mouse, and we're going to focus our attention now up to September 21st, and where APE closed at 398 at the low. And what happens then? So on September 21st, 2022, AMC's pricing committee, comprising of Adam Aron, Kathleen Pawlus, Lee Wittlinger, and Philip Lader, authorized AMC to sell up to 425 million APEs via written consent in an ATM offering for no less than $2 per APE. So they set the floor at $2. They could sell at any price, but the floor once again was $2. So let's go back on September 21st, 2022. AMC and APE closed trading with AMC at $8.60 and APE at $3.98. So while the trading price of APEs was in free fall and the spread between AMC and APE was only widening, the AMC Pricing Committee's decision to sell unissued APEs at distressed prices raises concerns about their adherence to sound business logic while further diluting existing AMC stockholders. Now, I just want to give everybody notice that on September 23rd at 2022, I placed a call to the Chicago Board Options Exchange from a recorded line to inquire why there was an option chain for APE 2 days after APE was commenced trading on the New York Stock Exchange, meaning on August 24th. I never received an answer, and until this day, still haven't. So on September 26, 2022, AMC supplemented its August 4th, 2022 prospectus, expanding the offering to include up to 425 million APEs for sale. Notably, AMC disclosed that it had entered into an equity distribution agreement with only Citigroup Global Markets as its underwriter for this offering, deviating from previous ATMs where AMC typically engaged at least 2 to 3 underwriters like Goldman Sachs and B. Riley Financial. This marked the first instance of using a single underwriter for such transaction. Soon after, AMC started selling APEs to the market. Subsequent to APE's launch, at no point did AMC and APE trade at parity. Instead, their spread only increased. As the spread between APE and AMC widened, while both their prices dropping, a new class of institutional investors and traders emerged, seeking to capitalize on the arbitrage opportunity created by the price difference between the APE units and the AMC stock. Because APE was potentially convertible into AMC common at a future point in time, many investors saw AMC and APE as interchangeable. So what that means is some traders would have taken a position of buying APE and selling short AMC, hoping that the price would come together. So let's go back to the chart. And we're going to go back now to September 21st. And what happens, and then we're going to focus our attention, we'll stop at October 12th, 2022. So I'm moving my mouse, and you see how the price continues to go down, down, down. And we're going to get to October 12th. So imagine, we're now at the low. See, all it did was go down. And what happens? The Adam Aron, on October 12th at 12:03 p.m., Adam Aron drafted an email from his non-AMC corporate account. It's titled Adam Lofts at BV. Till this day, we're still investigating. We don't even know what BV stands for. And with the subject title Chat 51. And he sent it to himself at his AMC corporate account. And he included in the email, or including the email, were Kevin Connor, and that's the name I forgot, I couldn't recall in the previous video. He was the general counsel for AMC at the time. He's no longer employed by AMC. We had Kathleen Pawlus, who was on the board, Lee Wittlinger, and Sean Goodman. The content of this email aimed to persuade the APE pricing committee to lower the floor price for selling APE units to $1. And the email reads, so let's go straight to the exhibit. So we have the Daniel Meyer Transmittal Affidavit. This is Exhibit 27. If you look at the URL, it's coming from BLBG Law, which was one of the attorneys who allegedly represented us, the class. And you have Transmittal Affidavit Daniel Meyer in support of the plaintiff's opening brief. So this is Exhibit 27. Let's scroll down. And here's the email. You have Wednesday, October 12th, with a timestamp at 12:03 p.m. Subject, Chat 51. From Adam Lofts at BV, with the email address redacted. Then we have Adam Aron's AMC email. Then we have Kathleen, Sean, Kevin Connor, Lee Wittlinger, and their emails are redacted. So whoever the author was, we believe it's Adam Aron, but he invokes attorney-client privilege because I guess Kevin Connor was on it. And he says, Kathy / Lee, we have no choice. We must raise cash. APE is our only vehicle, and it and AMC have been dropping like a stone the last month. We had previously set a $2 price floor for APE sales. It fell below $2 on Monday. We sat on Monday and Tuesday to see if it was our selling that was causing the price decline. It is not. APE is still falling. Now AMC plus APE totals around $7.50. Still a robust 3.8 billion market cap, but irrationally instead of the price reflecting a 50-50 between the preferred and common, meaning parity. It is more like a 25-75 split between the preferred and common. So APE trading at around $1.70, I would strongly urge us as a pricing committee to lower the price floor to sell to $1. Do you agree? I'm happy to do a phone call this morning if we need it, but I think we can reach approval via this text chain. Adam. Now, 7 minutes later, Adam Aron drafted another email from his non-AMC corporate account, Adam Lofts at BV, with the subject now titled Chat number 52. He once again sent this email to himself at his AMC corporate account, to Kevin Connor, Kathleen Pawlus, Lee Wittlinger, and Sean Goodman. And in the email, he stated what? So once again, this is it, Exhibit 28. And it's now at 12:10, which is 7 minutes later. And once again, you see Chat 52, Adam Lofts, email redacted, Adam Aron. With his email, you can see. I don't know why it says owner. That's weird. Kathleen Pawlus, Kevin Connor, Sean Goodman, and Lee Wittlinger. So he invokes once again client privilege, attorney-client privilege. He writes it Kathy / Lee. In case you're wondering, why do we need to raise cash? Why am I saying it's necessary? Number one, yesterday, only due to COVID-caused production delays, Disney shifted a $350 million movie from 2023 to 2024. Current industry box office forecast for next year is now more like 9.5 billion, not the 10.5 billion people hoped a month back. We are currently refinancing our European debt, but are likely to use 50 to 100 million of cash to do so, as required by the lenders, as they want to see us pay down some amount of the debt. Surging interest rates could increase our interest expense by 40 to 60 million next year. It is essential that we strengthen our liquidity. Adam Adams. So rather than defend the distressed asset, the APE units, the AMC AMC pricing committee instead agreed to lower the floor to sell APE to a precious, air quotes, $1 per unit. This decision represented an 86% value threshold compared to the initial pricing of $6.95, which was the opening price on August 22nd, 2022. Now we jump to November 7th, and once again, Citigroup, as I mentioned in previous videos, and hopefully people are keeping mental notes, Citigroup was conflicted. They were our underwriter, our market maker, and it's key for you to understand. And they had a huge stake position in AMC. They were our analyst, and we're going to now introduce again Jason Bazinet. And in this instance, they were our sole underwriter to raise money through APE. So on November 7th, 2022, Citigroup's Inc. analyst Jason Bazinet reaffirmed his sell rating on AMC. Jason Bazinet cut his $3.3 price target to an even worse, $1.20. Now we're going to jump to November 10th of 2022. That was, we had an earnings call, and I want to focus our attention to what Adam Aron spoke about, to the creation of APEs and the underlying investor concerns. So he states, in launching them, meaning APE, we said that the creation of APEs was nothing less than an all-defining moment in AMC's future, as it gave us a new currency to help AMC grow, to deliver, and to raise capital. We also said at the time, to those who feared the mindless dilution, that we would treat our new APE preferred stock, that we would treat it as precious, and it will continue to do so. So far, we've raised only $37 million of equity proceeds from the sale of APEs into the market. We have indeed been careful. Now, mind you, that's 2022, November 10th. We're now 3 years plus into this. And look how it played out. Anyway, we conclude this video. Please follow the channel. Please let other people know. This channel is gradually growing. We went from, 40 subscribers a couple months ago to now 278. And I'm hoping it grows a little faster because as we, for those who don't know, we've already retained 2 attorneys. Today at 12 o'clock Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern time, I have a call with Miss Akins, and we're going to move forward. And hopefully next week we'll have good news to disseminate. So with that said, have a good day. And that's it. Ciao.